everyone, welcome back to Stamping Flair. My name is Rochelle Laird Smith and welcome to World Card Making Day. This is session 3 of my lives for today. So I hope you have been enjoying your day, watching lots of demonstrations, doing lots of crafting and card making and getting lots of writing cards out done so you can get that sent out. And uh, getting the joy out to people and sharing it out to others. So if you would like a card sent out, and if you are in Australia, please uh, post a comment down below and I will get a card sent out to you. I will contact you for your address. So I've got some cards to send out. I'm just going to make sure that we are going through okay. And if you are with me right now, please say hi. If you're watching on replay, please comment as well. And when you watch this on YouTube, I would really value you subscribing and sharing this as well to those who would be enjoy watching this, and with your friends who would like some card making joy in their lives. So for my session today, I am sharing the Peaceful Cabin suite, and well, not the entire suite, the bundle mainly. And I really like this bundle from our catalog. It's just very cozy and country, and it's just the type of product that I really like. So I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can have a look at what it's all about. It's on page 36 of our mini catalog, and if you still haven't got a catalog, please message me and I will get that out to you. You can even comment below and I will get that out to you. So this suite comes with a bundle, and when you buy our bundles you save 10%. Currently I have an offer on stamp sets, so any stamp sets from either of our catalogs, you get 10% off. So from today, and this sale will run until Tuesday, you will need to call me, or you will need to text me, or email me, PM me, whatever you like, on Instagram or on Facebook. Contact me in some way to place your order so you can get your 10% discount on stamp sets. So that goes on any of our stamp sets in our catalog, so on top of the price that's already there. The bundles are better value if you get them, because you're getting 10% on the entire bundle. I'm going to be using this bundle, the Peaceful Cabin bundle. In this suite you get some lovely snowy white velvet sheets, which I used the other day in my peaceful my Penguin Playmates class, and that's really lovely soft velvet. And this timber embossing folder, we used it earlier in our session 1 today. Beautiful sequins, lovely glitter organdy ribbon. The white, it picks up a lot of the colors when you use it, so it really works well with a lot of projects. And this paper is stunning. You will see it in my card. I use it for my 24-hour card making session, which I'm taking part with lots of other demonstrators. So if you haven't hopped onto that group, I will put the link up again after this session. Hop onto that group. You are going to be in for a treat with lots of inspiration from demonstrators for 24 hours around the world. So I've got a slot in there as well, so please support all these wonderful people around the world, and you will be inspired to create more. So to get to our card, I've got the products I've got today are a crumb cake card base. And thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I do appreciate it. Crumb cake card base. This is some Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper, which is from our annual catalog, and it covers the different seasons, so I really like that. Some basic white cardstock, Misty Moonlight cardstock, some Mossy Meadow, and another little strip of the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. This is some gold shimmer vellum and some extra bits of cardstock I've got here. This is a bit I've cut off a basic white, which I've die cut from the, oh my goodness, I've gone blank, Stitch So Sweetly dies. So that's the one I use all the time. Something that is really handy. I'm also using this in conjunction with the Mountain Yarn stamp set, and just to provide some background on this card. There's a matching dies with that as well. I will bring in a piercing mat and my scrap paper. So we'll start by stamping our background piece, which is the label. And I've mounted this stamp. So these are reversible stamps. So this side has that. One side will have that particular stamp, and the other side will have that image, which is like a fill-in image, and the same with the trees and so on and so forth with all those images. So I'm using the more detailed image on this stamp. So I'm inking up in Misty Moonlight. No, I'm not. It's Balmy Blue I want, and I picked the wrong color. Just ignore what I just said. I'm going, no. I used Balmy Blue earlier, and that's why it wasn't in my pack of stuff. We'll do that, clean that up, and we'll start again. And we'll do Balmy Blue. I'm going, that's too dark. And this is my Simply Chamois. This is $14, and it's great for cleaning your stamps. You just wash it in water. Hi Teresa, lovely to see you here. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so we are going to just stamp that in the background. And that's all I'm doing with that stamp. Excuse me. I won't clean that because I'm going to use that on the inside of my card as well, probably. We'll see what happens. Now, I have got this die from the bundle, and with this, it actually cuts into the cardstock, so it doesn't cut out. It leaves an impression, but if you want it to cut out, you need to attach this piece, and then you could have a whole border. I am going to do that with my mini die cutting machine on Misty Moonlight cardstock. So I'm going to get like a silhouette. And by doing it together, it just saves us having to do it twice. Like a little jigsaw. I think that's gone through, yes. And we'll just cut that around on the side. I won't need all that base, and I'll just trim that down. So if you wanted to, you could have another piece at the back to give the, so you can see through it. So we'll just poke those bits out. It's not overly intricate, it's easy to cut. You know how some are extra hard? This is not painful. Alright, I'm going to trim that down a bit because I don't want all that bit at the bottom. I've got no, I'm just doing it by eye. Alright. Let's see. My stamped bit. It's easy to get in a mess, isn't it? Alright. Next bit I've got is this piece from the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. It doesn't, cut it whichever way you want. I've obviously cut it in a different, to the vertical. Either way, I think it works okay for this card, either way. And I'm just gluing that straight down in the middle. So this was at 9.5 by 14.8, so just a centimeter down from the width of the card, and then it's going the length. Sorry, I'll be in your vision, might be a little bit, just so I can get that centered. It's a bit short, so I'm going to trim that down. Might have been my card was a little bit long. We'll work around it, guys. We'll work around it. Alright. So next I've got this piece, which I will mount with some dimensionals. So we'll use the larger ones. And with this, I'm going to lay it across like this. So it's gonna, the mountains are gonna be like a backdrop on it. So we'll put some dimensionals across, and I will cut that down a little bit, and then I can trim it down once I've done. These are good for these little sections here. The paper that accompanies this set is really pretty. I'll just turn that over and trim that. Next I've got a piece of shimmer, of this gold shimmer paper, which is going to sit like that. I want to die cut some of these trees. So I'll do some die cutting right now. We're going to cut these trees from crumb cake cardstock. And I'm going to cut a label from Mossy Meadow, so it ties in with some of our paper we've got. So we can do all the trees together. These are nice accent pieces for your projects. There's several options with those trees as well that in the set. There's fuller trees, and you can create like a range. I'm gonna see whether this is the one I wanted. Yeah, that's right. There's one with a bit more detail as well. So I've got 3 of them, so 1 large and 2 smaller. And this die is from the seasonal labels dies, and I'm just cutting a piece from Mossy Meadow. That's a great set if you like for sentiments and labels and things. You get you really need the whole, both of those bundles really, I think, to get maximum use of that. Okay. Now with vellum, when you attach it, you just need to place it in such a way that the glue is not visible, because you can see through it. I'm going to trim this down a touch. See how whether I want it that long. And we'll place our tree. One's going to be there, and then we'll have one there and one there. So to start with, I'm going to have a little bit of glue there, so at least I can start with that, because I know a tree is going to cover that there. You've got to camouflage vellum, not camouflage, but disguise and hide it. So we put some mini dimensionals, they'll stick nicely on this, and we can cut them up on the side. You can see how cut that down. You need to make the minis minier. And it's moved a bit, but that's okay. We'll work that out. We're going to stick that down there. Maybe a little bit higher. Can I do it? Yes. You can still see that, can't you? It's a tiny little piece. Okay, now we need to find a spot to put that on, and I'll just put a little bit of glue there just to hold it together. But you can actually attach the tree first and then put your glue. That would work too. So I'm adding just a strip of a little dimensional there. So once I know where this is going, I'll add, if necessary, add a bit more glue on that vellum. have some variation in height. Next I'll bring in this little piece of the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper, and I'm going to tuck it in under there, and I will trim that down a little bit, and it just picks up on some color and adds a little bit more of added shading there. Please feel free to ask any questions, anything you want to know about Stampin' Up, about me. Happy to answer them. I'm using a glue eraser, but we don't have that in our store. That's one we used to have, but that'll come off when it dries a bit. I tend to leave it to dry first. Next, I'm using this stamp set, which is the Christmas to Remember stamp set. So this is the one I was talking about. You need both of them really, that goes with the labels, and I'm using the 'Tis the Season. And now, can you tell I've talked a lot today? Goodness, I had a class as well, so I'm out talked. My voice is gone. We'll stamp this in Misty Moonlight on that. I like this stamp. I love the stamps where it stamps the background in a color and then the sentiment is in white. It's very it stands out a lot. I'm just going to cut around it. I'm just cutting it straight. I think I will put some minis on that. No, I will stick that straight down because I want it on that. So we're going to stick that around with the label we cut earlier from Mossy Meadow cardstock. I'll just glue that down and I'll add some dimensionals on the Mossy Meadow cardstock. By doing that, it makes it stand out. Then it picks up on our color from before. I'll have the list of products here. I have been putting them up on my videos, so if you need to, if you want to remake the card, then you can order the products as required. Please, if you want the stamp sets, make sure you contact me to order them, so you don't order them direct from store, then you can get your 10% off. Okay, that will work better now that that's dry. I've found that others, it tends to smudge it when you do it when it's wet. Next, I've still got a little more to do on the card, but while I've got the stamp set, I will do the inside of the card, and I might just do the mountains on the inside. Let's see whether we can do and we'll do the border there. I stamped off to get a bit of a lighter shade, and because it's a photopolymer, you can try and match up there, so you get a continuous image. So just one finishing touch on our card. I want to add some ribbon on that. Or not, some of this gold twine. So this is the Simply Elegant trim. You get silver and gold in a pack. So I'm just going to match up that gold of that paper which we used, the shimmer vellum. Scored out. Because I tried we have a gold shimmer ribbon, but I did try that and it just felt a little bit too heavy on the gold, and this just adds that nice touch without being too strong. It's refusing to cut because that's not my right scissors. Wait. Okay, and I'll cut that off in a minute. So I'm just going to place a glue dot, and the easiest way is to just take your ribbon direct to the glue dot and pick it up like that. Make that a bit smaller. Just going to add that there. And we'll trim that off and trim that off. And that's our card. I hope you have enjoyed that. So that is the Peaceful Cabin, the bundle in that suite, and I will have all the products I've used on that. I will probably add a little bit of glue on that. There, so it sticks down. We want that to stick down. I'll have that list up for you so you can recreate that card, and I will be blogging on this later on. Probably one today and throughout the week. So if you want more measurements and things like that, just hop onto my blog, make sure you subscribe, and you'll get all that listings and things like that. So thanks for joining me. I have mucked that up, so I'll fix that up somehow there. I've managed to get some ink there. We'll work that out. So thanks for joining me for that, and I hope you have enjoyed it. I will be back later. I'm not giving times because I'm dependent on internet, and sometimes the internet's not playing fair with me. So I will see you later on this evening. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.